So the very first thing we're doing today is spending Adam Balwinski's coffees. Adam, thank you so much. It works, or it helps so much to have your support. Adam bought me some coffees yesterday, and that allows me now to buy some chicken food and some pig grower. Very interesting thing, and I want to find out the permaculture answer to this, is the amount of feed we import to the plot, to the land. Feels like the whole world is just nutrients exchange. Feeding ourselves, then it goes to the land, and then feeding the chickens, and that goes to the land, and feeding the pigs, and that goes to the land. So it seems like we're busy accumulating nutrition, but obviously we're taking nutrition from and nutrients from other farms. I wonder, in the long run, I assume you want some sort of closed system, but what is the answer to feed and feeding in the long run in a permaculture system? Yes, at the end of the day, the nutrients that gets lost most is the nutrients that comes from humans out into sewage systems. That's probably where most of the nutrients just goes and sits in a stale state. I don't feel that guilty from taking nutrients from a farm and then putting it through a pig, for instance, and then applying it to my farm. I don't feel it's lost. It's still in the system. But taking nutrients from a farm, especially if it's in South Africa, for instance, putting it through my body and going to a bathroom in a town, I know that nutrients is not going to be used for the next 20 years. So the negative about trying to farm in a small town, and obviously there is positives as well, is that you don't always get the same food. So we started with Feedmaster's food, and that looks like this. And now the only thing that we could find was Nutri-Feed, and that looks like that. So what we try to do now is try to mix it a little bit, so it's not a complete fast change. You want to have them have the ability to try both, because with these meat chickens there is a chance that your chicken can die, can get stressed if the food changes too quickly. So here you can see there's a clear, they now have a clear choice between the old food and the new food, and so they'll start picking at the new food and hopefully not have too much stress in them. Okay, so today I'm quickly harvesting some elephant grass or napier grass, and I'm just cutting it close to the base, just to see how the pigs will do with it. See if we can't give a bunch to the pigs every day. In fact, I think we should leave that. Let me show you how the pigs react when we give it to them.
Okay.
Alright, so here we are with the older pigs. Let's have a look and see how they do.
Yum, yum, yum.
One thing that you need to remember about the napier grass is the thousands and thousands of little thorns. It feels like I've been working with baby prickly pears. There's thousands of little thorns in my hands now. So that's going to be the story. Okay, let's come back in 20 minutes and see how much damage they did. It's been about 20 minutes. I sent Lucas to go get some more for the smaller pigs as well. These ones have been busy the whole time, nibbling, etc. but not really doing any damage. Gooi maar daai kant lookie. Let's put it there with the babies. And so I have a theory that if we put it through a shredder or something, it would probably get eaten way much more. Lookie, you can just put it here. Put it inside. Anyway. And so still believe if we fill the river with this, then it will have a big influence on our food bill. I see there's some negative things that can happen if you feed it to horses. So I have to do a little bit more study up and then maybe feed it to, I don't know whose horse to feed it to first. That's really one that we're willing to sacrifice. But yeah, it can be a great horse food thing as well at the end of the day. Any biomass will help, even if we just mix it in here. My horse manure has been added to the pig camp lately, and I've been rummaging through it. We haven't put horse manure, I think, on Mika's garden for about 4 days. I think we'll turn it this morning. And I'm thinking about a sort of a compost plan in the pigsty of the horse manure. I think that's where they turn it, because the turning it will basically take the whole day today, I think. So Lucas will be turning this heap alone today. Check out all that sunflower thingies that's in here, sunflower babies, and so he'll be working in worms.
So groot is.
Mooi, very nice. So the red wigglers really did well in here. There's plenty here as well. Very nice. Okay, so the red wigglers did really well. We'll turn half, and then he's going to add more biochar in the middle, and then we'll add the rest. So today we're not putting a cover for the termites below. We're gonna see whether we can do without that, and we're gonna time and see how long Lucas takes to accomplish this. There was 2 pumpkins, one for Ben to carry and one for Dano to carry, and so are you going to take that one, Dano?
I'm first gonna look on their size.
I think let me just cut it for you. It's fine, you can take this one.
Okay. I don't have smaller.
Pull that one out. And then Ben, you can take this one.
I broke his thumb.
Huh?
A ladybug.
Benji? Why are you wearing one shoe, child? And what are you eating?
Meat.
Okay, carry this one for Papa. Let me see, son. Nice. Benji, take that one. Stand next to your brother. Donna, wait for a second. I quickly want to just get a clip of the 2 of you. Will you be strong enough for that one? Try quickly. Donna, help your brother quickly to take that one out. Let's have a look. Let's put them 2 next to one another. It's slippery.
Yeah.
That's strange. Wet.
Yeah.
I wonder how.
The juice of the pumpkin.
The pumpkin juice. Okay. Let's see, Ben. Yeah, looking good. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Turn around. Lekker. Okay, go put it in the kitchen or in this on the step. So we've got so many pumpkins still left, and we are harvesting them quite regularly. I'm thinking of something to do at Emmanuel's garden or at Emmanuel's shop with the pumpkins, instead of just selling them just like that. I'd like some ideas, some sort of meal that I can prepare that would sell like sweet cakes. In here we've got plenty of pumpkins, and then this is actually an old piece of spinach that I think comes from the previous season. It just fell over and it grew chard, I think is what YouTube people call it, or real gardeners call it. And then in here, plenty of pumpkins and plenty of beans. Check here. Now I want to turn this maybe into a winter garden soon. So I wonder how you know when the time is to put the pigs in. Should be any time now. Get the pigs in here so they can cause some havoc. Okay, so Lucas, I wasn't here, I had to go. So I asked Lucas to time himself. He said that turning that pile took just over 3 hours. So today wasn't a full work day. It was Kasinga Day. It's a day in memory of sort of a massacre that happened between the South African forces and the Namibian terrorists, Swapelbacks back then. Then unfortunately loads of children and women got killed, which is obviously very unfortunate. So many people didn't work, and people that did work worked half a day. And so this is what Lucas did. Took him 3 hours to move it, including adding more biochar. I don't know why he added everything on top. Maybe just, oh, maybe it was the ones that at the bottom. It's now at the top. So it's like a nice big windrow. Maybe should add more manure still. And then he also brought some of that charcoal that was there. Brought that in and placed that on top here. It's giving off quite a smell, I must say. I wonder if it went. Oof, and it's hot. Okay, so it's hot. Gives off quite a smell. And this is what it looks like. This is now the first turning of the compost. There's still some cardboard that's recognizable. Yeah. Would be nice to know what you think we should do. Should we continue building on that heap, or should we do something in the pigsty and do compost there? So this is our very organic spinach, and they've been planted nice and dense. They're still young, baby spinach, you can almost say. And so we either have to start cutting them out. But I was thinking, you know, whether this would be a marketable product. Thinking of speaking to the restaurants and then cutting them some of this every day as I go into town. I'm sure I'll have a market for it. Would like to know what you think. Would be super cool to get our first money from Mikon's garden as a source of income. I think that would be fantastic. And then both Beshy and Brenda made videos with the theme song that Brenda made for me, which I think is really cool. We have to get some terms to that challenge, the morning challenge, where we work half an hour to an hour every morning. See what the challenge is, who is it that's supposed to dance around naked at the end of it, etc. Lotje said the Aussies are going to win. Lotje, I thought we were friends. Where's the trust in these guns? But we have to get some terms, something that I can challenge them to. It would be nice. Maybe the biggest water harvesting structures, or the most water harvesting structures. But my thing is, I've got more land than they do, so got a bit of an upper hand there. Something that we can do in the next year. How do we define that term? Then a new member, Moni Egger. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Welcome. On Discord, there's a VIP channel that you can join. If you haven't yet, tell me on Discord that you are a member, and then I'll ask you who you are, etc. And email address or whatever. I'll confirm it somehow, and then we will add you to the VIP channel on Discord. For everybody else, join Discord. There's really cool chats on there. Even if you're not a Buy Me a Coffee member, there's still very cool information on there. Oh, one more thing. Let me show you something. So 2 days ago, my wife was painting this, and then she came up with the idea. So this is still in process, but they're going to do like a Sistine Chapel thing with plants going across the hallway, and then the leaves draping here. This is still rough art, but I think it's going to look really cool. And that, my friends, is the end of my story. I will see you tomorrow.